is going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, and I was lucky enough to score the newest Legend Series 14 at my local Target store. Don't forget, this line is exclusive to Target. That's the only place you can find them. So they are starting to hit now, and based on how the last few sets of Legend Series have been holding up, they're selling well, obviously, but they seem to be stocking them pretty well. And remember, they've went to this new kind of model where instead of stores getting one case of an assortment of each character, they're getting cases of each character themselves. So most stores are getting one full case of Edge, one full case of Chyna, Road Dogg, and Mean Mark. Personally, my store had all four of them. I only wanted Edge, Chyna, and Road Dogg. I really don't have any kind of want for Mean Mark Callis. I know it's The Undertaker, but I mean, unless you're a huge Undertaker fan, which I am not, he's not my top guy. Didn't feel like I needed it in my collection. Really got to be a little more particular on what I buy because I'm just running out of room. And, I know FOMO hits and I buy things that I probably don't need. I end up flipping them. But you know what? If Mean Mark is on clearance, maybe down the road for like 10, 15 bucks, maybe I'll pick them up then. But for my collection right now, these are the only three I really want. I really wanted the Chase Edge because, I'm a huge Hulkamaniac, and the Red Tights Edge was based on when he won the Tag Team Championship belts with Hulk Hogan. So I'm still on the hunt for that. So I was able to check Pop Finder. If you guys haven't used it before, popfinder.com. You go on there, you'll throw in the code for either DPCI. I use the TCIN. If you go to the Target app, explain it real quick, go to the Target app, find these figures. You may have to filter by out of stock. Scroll to product details. It'll have a bunch of codes on the bottom. You take those codes, throw them into Pop Finder, throw in your zip code, and it'll show you stores within your local area that might have these figures. So I think it's 5 per case. So when I threw in, say, hey, Edge, it popped up. My local store had 5. Sure enough, they were not on shelves when I walked into my store. Gave it to one of the Target employees. They were nice enough to go in the back and pull them. So I was able to get my pick of the litter from the fresh case, check the paint apps. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have much luck with these Chase figures. I feel like this is maybe the second or third time where they pulled out a fresh case of, say, Jake the Snake or whatever figure it was from whatever Legend series. And I never see a Chase in there. It's always the regular one. So they had nothing but the White Tights Edge, which I did pick up. I told myself I wasn't going to buy it. I'm sorry, I'm weak. He was in front of me. I couldn't say no. Maybe when I finally do get the Chase, I get rid of this figure, but I don't know. But anyways, here's the figures in the packaging. I love the artwork of the Legends line. Very excited to have these in hand. So you got Edge, we got Chyna, and Road Dogg. Got the DX logo. Again, these two are based on the famous DX Invasion. Finally getting to complete that set. I will bring in the other ones I have with Triple H and Billy Gunn to kind of show how they look together, and I cannot wait to finish it. X-Pac is coming in Series 15. But again, you get the nice images of each superstar on the front. Flipping the box to the side. Love the nice kind of zoomed up image of all three characters. Oh, and on the bottom, don't forget the DX spray painted logo also on the top. I really do like that nice touch of detail. Same on the other side. On the back, you have the read-up for all three. And enough talking, let's come back and get these out of the packaging. And starting us off, we're going to take a look at Edge first. And as far as the accessories go, he does come with 2 open interchangeable mic holding hands. And you can see on the figure itself, he comes finally, we get a nice cloth, soft goods, leather jacket for Edge. I feel like we've been asking for this for the longest from Mattel. We've gotten those bulky ass rubber coats forever. They try to make good with the Ultimate Edition Edge where he had the interchangeable arms. That looked great with all the detail, but for an Elite, I've always wanted a cloth jacket, and here it is. And you can see the nice detailing on there. And obviously, listen, I get it. On the rubber jackets, details like this are going to look better, without a question. But the posability on those figures and how bulky they were. I mean, I remember the earlier ones, the coats being so heavy. And if you guys are early, collectors of the Mattel line, you remember when they had those issues, those ankle joints where they're so loose. You put them on a stand and they would just lean forward or lean back or topple over. The jackets were so heavy. They looked like freaking penguins with their arms kind of like out. I don't know. I just was never a fan of it. We will get into that with some comparisons. I'll show you how bad those jackets used to look. But obviously with the detailing, you're going to give up a little bit here to get the soft goods jacket. But finally, you can pose him. You can have him coming out, hyping up the crowd with his hands up. Looks so cool. I'm really happy to have this jacket. Let's remove it off of the figure. We'll pop off the hands. Make it a little easier for us. Got the elbow pads on underneath there. Who goes glasses? We'll take a look at that in a sec. But here's the jacket. I really do like it. It's got the nice stitching on there. The nice material. Looks good. So while I get Edge assembled, we'll put his hands back in. So there is a chase version to this. The white one is the regular version, white tights. And the red tights is the chase. Personally, I did not want the white one, be honest. I really wanted the chase version because that was based off of his gear when he won the tag team championship belts with Hulk Hogan. And, you know, I'm a huge Hulkamaniac. But I am weak. I saw him there. They did not have the chase. And like I said, I feel like every time I get a fresh case, I'm like, oh, here's a box. Maybe I'll get a chase. And it's always just freaking the regular ones. But nonetheless, the figure does look great. Other accessories he does come with. These removable red sunglasses. Pop up very nicely. Go in between the hair, if you can see that there. If you want a closer look at the sunglasses. We've seen these before with other Edge figures. I think it was the Elite 14 in the blue a while back. But looking at the gear, looks really nice and clean. I do like how that gold pops with the white contrast. You got the Edge logo on the kick pads. Edge logo on the side. You can see a little pink kind of bleeding on there, but it's not a big deal. Logos continuing on the back and on the other pant leg. Does come with the elbow pads on as well. Does have a shoulder tattoo. But, I mean, looking at this scan, I feel like that is money. I know the newest Edge, I forgot what it was, the newest Elite, the head scan was phenomenal. But I feel like they have yet to really capture the best likeness of Edge in any Elite. I mean, we got the ringside exclusive that came out not too long ago with Cardona and Brian Myers. Wasn't a fan of that scan. That was an old head scan on Edge. To me, this one, I'm going to say is the best earlier kind of, you know, before he kind of became a main eventer, Edge head scan. That looks great. You got the smiling scan. Look at the little stubble on his face. The likeness is there. It's really good. Look at the shading in the hair. You see the different kind of highlights. Nice sculpting. This is great, man. I'm glad I picked this figure up. And, you know, when I do find the chase, I definitely will grab it 100%. That might be going to my Hulk Hogan detolf because that's the only time he's ever won the tag team championship belts with Edge. So that'd be kind of cool. I would love to get a Hogan to mirror that when he had the tank top and the tie-dye. That'd be pretty awesome. To note, he does have double jointed pinless elbows. You can see that real quick. I don't want to take the elbow pad all the way down, but you can see double jointed pinless elbows. As far as the crotch piece, it is not on the ball joints. It's on those ratchet joints, unfortunately. But this figure does look really good. And we're going to come back and we're going to do some comparisons with the Edge figures right now. All right, here we have a few different Edge figures. So on the very left, we have the newest Ultimate Edition Series 8 Edge. Head scan, not the best on this figure, I will say, but definitely did really enjoy that figure as far as with the coat especially. The Legends 14 Edge. I think this was a Survivor Series figure. Honestly, I don't even remember, but let's get into it right now. So you can see the detailing on this coat. Obviously, you got the nice little designs going on there. The little buckles are on the front and the little notches all throughout the jacket. It looks really nice, don't get me wrong, but then you can't do nothing with this figure. Literally. They were a pain in the ass to get on and off. And I'm sure if Mattel were to make another jacket like this, the plastic will be a little softer, but they're still such a pain in the ass to get off. I feel like I'd never even play or pose with this figure because of the jacket. Now let's bring the cloth jacket back. Again, you can see the buckles on the front are not as prevalent as they would have been on a rubber jacket, but it definitely did us a lot more. This is probably one of my favorite Edge figures that we've gotten, the new Legends one. If you want to see head scan comparisons, we'll get the glasses off. I mean, look at the difference. Not even close. I thought this scan was okay when it came out, but I mean, this new one just kind of blows it away, if you ask me. Getting on a close-up of the Ultimate Edition figure. And I remember finding this in Targets, man. This is from Elite Series 8. Look at that head scan. Actually, I think I swapped this head scan out now that I think about it. I've had this figure in my collection for so long. He had that ugly, like, dog face. That's right. So this is similar to what the ringside exclusive Edgeheads figure excuse me, Jesus, can't even talk. The ringside exclusive Edgeheads head was similar to this one. But I mean, the likeness with the new Legends one is uncanny. I'm gonna say this and probably his newest Elite modern day Edge are probably my two favorite head scans of Edge ever made by any company. And I know this is based off of a completely different era, but this is the only kind of old school Christian I had in my collection. I figure I'd throw them in there if you want to see Edge and Christian standing next to each other side by side. Next up, we have the 9th wonder of the world, Chyna. And as far as accessories go, so you do get 2 open interchangeable gloved hands, mic holding hands. She has the fisted hands on the figure. This is a new head scan for Chyna. Looks pretty damn good. I like the ponytail. First time we're getting that look. Very, very good likeness to Chyna herself. She also does come with this removable leather vest. Velcro's in the front. Is removable. So we'll get that off of the figure. You can see the detail underneath. Just be careful. It seems to be a little snug, but not too bad. Just be careful. I don't want to rip that. Very simple, very basic. Very accurate to what she wore during the DX invasion. It's nice to get 2 figures out of the group in this wave to kind of get closer to finishing them up. So there you go. That is the vest. And you can see she's got the bra underneath, got the collar. Very similar to what we got with the Triple H and Chyna 2-pack. I'm going to say that's the same collar she's got on there. She's got the bigger arms with the double jointed pinless elbows. Actually, I'm sorry. I think this is single jointed. That's a little disappointing. They are single jointed pinless elbows. What the hell, Mattel? It's like it's Chyna, man. Come on. Really? I thought at this point we'd have the double joint elbows, but I am wrong. That's very disappointing to say the least. But the rest of the figure is pretty basic. She's got the black pants on, the black boots. Nothing too crazy on the back. She does have a little tattoo up here. That's a little disappointing. I mean, the articulation itself, but I mean, the figure itself looks great. I do like the head scan. So not too bad there. And while we're at it, let's bring in the other Chyna figures from Mattel. So here is the Chyna 2-pack. This was her first Mattel figure ever. What an accomplishment was to get her in the line, because honestly, we thought we never would. And here we go. The one that I still see warming my local Target shelves. The WrestleMania figure just did not sell well, which I'm surprised. I thought it was a great figure. But there you go. That is all 3 Chyna figures from Mattel. I'm going to say my favorite is probably still the debut one. There's just more detailing on her gear on the side. The boots are really kind of different. It's got the tongues where it kind of comes down versus what she's got on the Legends figure. Similar, but a little different. You know, more of like a basic camo boot. These are probably my 2 favorites for sure. I'm going to go the slight edge to the 2-pack. I will say the Legends 14 is probably my second favorite. Look at that head scan. That's probably the best one out of the 3. We will give some love to the WrestleMania figure. It is a good figure. I don't get it. It didn't really sell. I guess maybe this is the debut one that most fans wanted to see. But I think this Legends 14 one will sell pretty well. Which one do you guys like best? Which head scan do you like best? I want to say my favorite, the 2-pack, the best head scan, the Legends 14. And unfortunately, they all seem to have the single jointed pinless elbows. And last up, we have another one of the DX Army Invasion set. We have the Road Dogg, Jesse James. And as far as accessories go, you get 2 open interchangeable hands for him to do the crotch chop. You do get this nice camo soft goods pants, as well as the DX shirt. You get this little, I guess it's a sack or satch, I don't know what you want to call it. The helmet. And here's something that really freaked me out. So, as you can see, it's a little loose. When I took this figure out of the packaging, his hair just fell off. I was like, what the hell, man? Did I get a defective one? But if you remove the helmet, you can see there's a peg there. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe mine's busted. But I was shocked to see that this is actually removable. So you can port it in there. And it actually does plug in pretty nice. And you can keep it in there I guess it's just easier for you guys to get the helmet on and off. So if you wanted to have him displayed with a helmet on, you'd put the hair back in, and that's how that looks. Or if you wanted him, you know, in ring gear, and it would be pretty much impossible to get that out. So you'd port it out, and I hope the head is removable. It is. I'm going to say that is probably consistent with the other two figures with Chyna and Edge. You can remove this little pouch that's across his chest. You get the Cloth DX shirt that we got with Triple H and Billy Gunn. And unfortunately, X-Pac, to note, he does come with a rubber shirt. So if you want a cloth shirt, grab maybe an extra Road Dogg and keep in your back pocket. Sell maybe the unwanted pieces on eBay. But that is the Road Dogg. That is the torso they have underneath. Let's get his head back on. And I don't even know why I took the shirt off, because Road Dogg generally wrestles with a t-shirt on. But we will remove the gear so you can see what's on underneath. Unfortunately, no wrist tape, but you know what? I guess that's kind of what you're going to have to pay to have the DX Army. You know, they really wanted to get a 2-in-1 figure out with all these, with Triple H, with Billy Gunn, with X-Pac. I get it. Most people probably buy two. I mean, I did with Billy and Triple H. I don't think I'm going to be buying two for Chyna and Road Dogg. I'll tell you why. If I can get this goddamn pant leg off. There you go. So here he has, I want to say that's his early New Age Outlaw gear. I'm not exactly sure, honestly. It was a long time ago. But that is the detail he's got on his gear underneath. He's got the plain black kick pads. But he does have some nice tattoo detail. He does have also the double jointed pinless elbows, my favorite new feature. And the tattoo detail is great. I do like that. Let's get his hairpiece back on, because I guess that was the whole point of me removing his gear. So you can see how he looks like without the helmet and the army gear on. And in case you wanted to see the pouch real quick, that's how that looks. Molded really nice. You know, let's get his shirt on. This just does not look like Road Dogg. After we look at his tats, he's got a nice forearm tat. I do like that. So putting the shirt back on will complete the Road Dogg look, because as you guys know, he always wrestled with the t-shirt on. And I know some people are going to say his torso choice, maybe he could have been a little thicker. He was not a thin guy, but it is what it is. It doesn't bother me too much. So there you can remove the gear, the army gear, and you get yourself an in-ring gear Road Dogg, but something just looks off. I don't know if it's the wrist tape missing or what, but personally, I think this, for me, I have two other Road Doggs, the other two Elite figures that were released by Mattel. He's 100% going to stay in his DX Army gear to go with the others. And you know what? Let's dress him back up, and I'll bring in the other two figures. Actually, I thought this would probably be better before I throw his DX Army gear back on. Here are the other Elite Road Dogg figures we have. This is the Hall of Champions, and honestly, I'm forgetting what series it's from. This was the first one released, and you can see the different head scans. So with this one, the Hall of Champions, the hat was kind of a pain in the ass to get on and off with this. So I'm thinking that's why they went with that removable hairpiece. Again, I'm hoping that mine isn't defective and I'm giving the wrong information, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably removable. And you can see the first scan. Personally, this is my favorite one. I love the Hall of Champions. The scan was great. The hair was great. No complaints there. Now let's get him back in his DX Army gear. And here we have Road Dogg all decked out back in his DX Army gear. And one more quick look through. If you guys want to compare the head scans, just a quick kind of close-up. This new scan is nice. I want to say that might be the nicest one we have so far, because I was a really big fan of this one. You can see they both have the earrings. He does have the tattoo on the back of his head, too, if you can see that underneath the helmet. Same with this figure. And if you want to bring in the first Elite we got, still, this was pretty good when it first came out, but I will say that the new Legends figure does have the best likeness to Road Dogg. And of course, you knew we had to do this. So here we have 4 out of the 5 members of D-Generation X and the infamous DX Invasion. And they look really great together. And I think this is the only reason I'm actually completing the set. I'll be totally transparent. I didn't really need any more figures of Billy Gunn or, you know, Road Dogg. I've had 2 of each, and I thought those were pretty superior to the ones we got. But you know what? They come in their DX Army gear, and that's really the selling point for me. Personally, not to knock these figures, but I would have preferred that they came with some molded camo pants and maybe removable t-shirts. For me, it's a lot of cloth on these figures. And I get what Mattel was trying to do here by creating the 2-in-1, by getting these figures out again for people who may have missed it, and having them in the ring gear if that's what you really preferred and didn't want the DX Army with the 2-for-1 kind of look. But I don't know. I mean, they look really good together, but individually, I mean, look at the pants on like Triple H. It looks so goddamn baggy. Same with Road Dogg. I don't know, I'm not knocking it at all. I do really like them. It was an iconic moment. 100% need this for my collection. And they do look great standing together. And I cannot wait to complete it by grabbing X-Pac, who will be coming out in Legends 15. But, you know, my personal opinion, I would have liked something like the Shield kind of molded pants with the camo deco on there and the claw shirts and all these accessories. But they do look great. Nonetheless, go out there and complete your DX Army, because I will tell you this, Road Dogg will probably be available for a while, but once he's gone, and I'm sure these figures will all skyrocket because people who are getting into this game late are going to want this infamous occurrence of the invasion. So definitely go out there and grab it if you can find them. And Chyna also looks pretty good to complete the set. And before we wrap up here, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. For you guys new to the channel, thank you for checking out this video review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and will subscribe and stick around for more reviews coming down the road. For you guys who have been following me here on YouTube, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. As far as these figures go, obviously Mean Mark I did not pick up, was not one I needed for my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and say out of the 3 figures I have here, the winner of the set is Edge. I just love the gear. I love the jacket. The head scan is phenomenal. So that is probably my favorite from the set. Number 2, I'm going to go with Road Dogg. He does come with quite a few accessories. The head scan is great. I love the tattoo details as well. Obviously, my only real gripes, like I said before, I kind of wish that the pants were more of a molded look versus the cloth, but you do get a 2-in-1 for you guys who don't have Road Dogg in your collection for the ring gear. I also do not like that he does not have the wrist tape, but I guess you can kind of throw some cuffs on there, maybe from the Undertaker, to kind of customize it and give him a little bit of that for the ring gear look. And Chyna looks great. My biggest gripe on that is that she's got the single jointed elbows. That was kind of disappointing. I just kind of assumed without question that they would throw that on there, since most of these Mattel figures have been getting it. But you know, not to say it's a bad figure, but it is pretty plain. She does have nothing but black gear on, again, and that is accurate to the DX Invasion, not knocking the figure at all. It is great. I do recommend it. I will give you guys this piece of advice now. Don't sleep on the DX figures. Go ahead and get them. If you missed out on Triple H, he's still in my store, you know, from the last series, Legend Series 13. I think he'll be pretty easy to grab. Billy probably is going to get a little harder, but you know, he's probably still within, you know, a decent cost, not too absurd on the secondary market. Once these figures are gone, you know, especially after X-Pac comes and goes, I know these are going to shoot up in value. Go ahead and grab them now. And you know what? For some reason down the road, you don't want them in your collection, then you can get rid of them. At least maybe you can make some money on them. But I'm pretty sure that these will go up in value. They are going to be such a hot commodity as a set, and they look really great together. I already have a spot on my display where I will be putting them to show off on display, and I hope to down the road we get the tank. That'd be pretty sick for your display. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely recommend all 3 of these figures. They are now starting to hit your local Target stores. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects, where I'll be posting a ton of figure photography on there. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys checking out this review, and I'll catch you on the next one.